This is the holiest land in Christianity, where thousands of Christians come every day to pray. But many of them may not know that beneath their very feet lie terrifying secrets that, if revealed, could shake the entire Christian world. Right in the heart of Rome, spread across just 49 acres, lies Vatican City, the smallest yet perhaps the most mysterious and powerful country on earth. Some even believe that the world is secretly controlled from here. Millions of people stand in St. Peter's Square, gazing in awe at the magnificent dome above them. But they do not realize that the real mysteries are hidden deep in the darkness, in places where ordinary people are permanently forbidden to enter. Today, we will step into that forbidden world, where secrets are said to exist that could completely change our understanding of Christian history and faith. So, let's venture into the mysterious corridors and vaults of Vatican City. Imagine 1,200 years of history, thousands of secret documents, and millions of letters hidden away inside a dark vault. This is the Vatican Secret Archives, now renamed the Apostolic Archives. But can a simple name change really hide the truth? For centuries, this place remained locked away, containing some of the Church's most controversial, dangerous, and mysterious documents. Records that were never meant to be seen by the world. But for the first time, the door has been opened slightly. When researchers entered, what they discovered kept them awake at night. Among the documents were letters written by Galileo Galilei himself. In these letters, Galileo described how the Church persecuted him and threatened him with death. These documents serve as witnesses to the bloody conflict between science and religion during that era. But that is only the beginning. The deeper layers contain secret correspondence from the time of World War II, letters hidden from public view for decades. At the center of the controversy stands Pope Pius XII, a figure who continues to divide the Christian world. Where was the Pope while Hitler's regime was murdering millions of Jews? Why did he remain silent? Some claim these documents prove that he secretly worked to save lives. Others argue that he indirectly aided Hitler's actions. Yet much of what is written in those pages remains undisclosed. What conspiracy do these documents reveal? Perhaps the truth is so powerful that it could shake the foundations of the Christian world. Now let us travel further back in time, to the year 1530, a dark era of political instability, murder, and conspiracy in Florence. During this period, the great Renaissance artist Michelangelo was hiding in a secret room. Why? Who was he fleeing from? Was it the Medici family, the rulers of Florence? Were they trying to eliminate him? This tiny chamber remained completely hidden until 1975, as if someone wanted to erase all knowledge of Michelangelo's secret refuge. Its walls were covered with sketches drawn in charcoal and chalk, human body parts and anatomical studies that were considered forbidden at the time. The Church had officially banned the dissection of corpses, yet Michelangelo secretly studied human anatomy through dissection. Were these sketches evidence of that forbidden knowledge? What else was hidden in that room? Perhaps something the Church never wanted the world to know. Now let us descend even deeper, into a place where darkness and death exist side by side. Beneath St. Peter's Basilica lies the Vatican Necropolis, a vast underground city often called the City of the Dead. People had been buried there since the days of the Roman Empire. But who exactly rested there? Ordinary citizens? Or individuals whose graves needed to remain hidden forever? When excavations began in the mid-20th century, archaeologists uncovered countless tombs, mummies, and symbols that did not seem entirely Christian. There were statues of various deities, mysterious markings, and strange inscriptions. Does this suggest that early Christians once practiced other forms of worship in secret? The necropolis stretches for hundreds of meters, and even today, large sections remain unexplored. What lies hidden within those dark corridors? Perhaps tombs containing secrets buried for eternity. Yet perhaps the most disturbing mystery involves the files of the medieval Inquisition. This was the dark chapter in history when torture, executions, and burnings were carried out in the name of the Church. The records contain the names of those accused of witchcraft, the scientists who were persecuted, the methods of interrogation used, and the punishments imposed. They reveal how people were questioned, what forms of torture were employed, and which popes authorized executions. Why were these files hidden? Because their contents could permanently damage the Church's image of holiness. Now let us turn to another strange and unsettling collection. Hidden within the Vatican are ancient Egyptian mummies, including the remains of pharaohs. But why would the holiest center of Christianity preserve the bodies of pagan rulers? Some of these mummies are nearly 4,000 years old. In 1839, Pope Gregory XVI established the Egyptian Museum within the Vatican. But what was the real purpose? Why was the Church so interested in ancient Egyptian civilization? Some researchers speculate that the Church was searching for ancient knowledge that existed long before Christianity. Were these mummies connected to forgotten secrets the Church wanted to uncover? Or were they linked to mysterious rituals and hidden traditions? Standing at the very center of St. Peter's Square is a massive ancient Egyptian obelisk, a silent reminder that some of history's greatest mysteries may still remain unsolved. Standing at 84 feet tall is an ancient obelisk originally erected by Pharaoh Ramses II around 1300 BC in honor of the Egyptian sun god Ra. But why does this pagan monument, created for the worship of Egyptian deities, stand at the very center of Christianity's holiest site? In 1586, Pope Sixtus V had the obelisk moved to St. Peter's Square. But why? Some researchers claim that this obelisk is actually a hidden symbol, pointing to a secret connection between the Church and ancient Egyptian religion. Could there be a relationship between sun worship and Christianity that the Church has never openly acknowledged? Is this obelisk the mark of an ancient secret society? Now we come to one of the most mysterious and controversial objects in the Christian world, the Shroud of Turin. On this piece of linen appears the image of a man bearing wounds consistent with crucifixion, along with what seem to be bloodstains. Many believe it is the actual burial cloth of Jesus Christ. But is it really? Radiocarbon testing conducted in 1988 suggested that the cloth dates back to the Middle Ages, yet many continue to question those results. What secrets are hidden within the shroud? And how was the image created? Such technology should not have existed in medieval times. Some claim it is actually the image of a Knights Templar member, an order believed to possess secret knowledge. Others suggest that Leonardo da Vinci created it using his own face as a model. But if that is true, why? For what purpose? Is the shroud merely an elaborate forgery, or evidence of a technology we still do not fully understand? Now let us turn to perhaps the most legendary and mysterious object of all, the Holy Grail. According to legend, it was the cup used by Jesus Christ during the Last Supper. It is said to possess miraculous powers, granting healing and even immortality. For centuries, people have searched for it. Wars have been fought in its name. Some stories claim that the Knights Templar discovered the Grail and later hid it away in secret. A sacred chalice preserved in Valencia Cathedral in Spain is believed by many to be the genuine Holy Grail. But is it really? Or is the true Holy Grail hidden deep within the secret vaults of the Vatican? Why has the Church never definitively declared which relic, if any, is authentic? Now we arrive at one of the most explosive discoveries of all, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Discovered in the caves of Qumran, these ancient manuscripts are over 2,000 years old and contain information that some believe challenges traditional understandings of biblical history. When they were discovered in 1947, many questions immediately arose about who would study, preserve, and interpret them. Why? Because some passages appear different from later biblical texts and provide valuable insight into ancient Jewish beliefs and the world from which Christianity emerged. To this day, debates continue regarding their meaning and significance. And so, thousands of years of documents, forbidden knowledge, hidden tombs, mysterious shrouds, legendary chalices, and ancient manuscripts come together to form the great puzzle of Vatican City. Within the Vatican's dark corridors and locked vaults, perhaps even more secrets remain hidden, waiting for the day they are finally revealed. And if that day comes, the world may gain a deeper understanding of the mysteries surrounding Christian history. Beneath this sacred place lie stories, legends, and unanswered questions that continue to fascinate historians, researchers, and believers alike. Perhaps some mysteries will eventually come to light. Or perhaps they will remain hidden forever in the shadows.